नमस्सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य प्रौढमनोरमायाः परिभाषाप्रकरणे द्वितीयः पाठः। येनाक्षरसमां नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। ध्यायन् ध्यायं परं ब्रह्मस्मारं स्मारं गुरोर्गिरः सिद्धान्तकौमुदी व्याख्यां कुर्मः प्रौढमनोरमाम्। मिदचोऽन्त्यात्परः। सर्वेषां सूत्राणां व्याख्यानं नास्ति प्रौढमनोरमायाम्. He does not attempt to comment on all sutras of the Kaumudi. Only where he has some additional comment to make regarding his comments in the Siddhanta Kaumudi, he brings in that sutra in the Praudha Manorama. Okay. So, Eko Guna Vriddhi, Achascha ityasti, tadvishaye kimapi manuktam. Achascha is very similar to Eko Guna Vriddhi. Achaha iti shashthyantam padam upanishtate. Yatra hasvadīrgha plata shabdaihi ajvidhiyate. Tatra achaha iti shashthyantam padam upatishtate. Then adyantau takitau. Titkitau yasya uktau tasya kramad adyantavayavau staha. So he does not have anything extra about it. Midachontyat paraha. Ityasti. Acham madhye yontyaha tasmat paraha tasyaiva antavayavah mitsyat. Acham madhye yontyaha tasmat paraha tasyaiva antavayavah mitsyat. Iti sutraर्थः. So कः अर्थः किमुदाहरणम् इति किञ्चित् पश्यामः. नपुंसकस्य झलचः इति सूत्रमस्ति. झलन्तस्य अजन्तस्य च नपुंसकस्य नुम् इत्यागमः स्यात् सर्वनामस्थाने इति सूत्रार्थः. नपुंसकलिंग प्रातिपदिक which is झलन्त or अजन्त ending in झल or अच् when followed by सर्वनामस्थान षि सर्वनामस्थानम् सर्वनामस्थाने परे नुम् इति आगमः विधीयते. स च मित्. नुम् इति आगमः मित्. इदानीं कुत्र भवेत् इति प्रश्नः. फल शब्दः अस्ति नपुंसकः अजन्तः. तस्मात् जस् प्रत्ययः जस् प्रत्ययस्य षि आदेशः फल इ इत्यस्ति. इदानीं नुमागमः भवेत्. कुत्र भवेत्? अचां मध्ये यः अन्त्यः. अच् द्वयमस्ति अत्र. अकारः अकारः. फकारोत्तरः अकारः एकः. लकारोत्तरः अकारः अपरः. अचां मध्ये यः अन्त्यः. that which is the last of the vowels among the vowels. तस्मात् परः. So after that akara tasyaiva antavayavah and belonging to that akara we have mit as the agama, which means that we add nakara after akara. Okay. And we derive the form phalani. Now what is the significance of saying acham madhye yah antyah? Manas iti shabdah asti jhalantah. Okay, it is jhal because of jhalantatva napumsakasya jhalachah will operate here. Here again we have two akaras. Makarottaraha akaraha ekah. Nakarottaraha akaraha aparaha. Acham madhye yontyaha. This akara is not at the end. Antyad akarat antyad achaha paraha. No. Okay, even though it says achaha antyad paraha, it does not mean after an ending vowel. Right? Here the vowel is at the end. Here the vowel is not at the end. Manas ityatra akaraha ante nasti. Tathapi acham madhye yah antyah. Ye achah santi tasmin pratipadike tatra yah antyah akaraha tasmat paraha numagamah. Ataha manan s iti numagamah bhavati. Okay, this is how the sutra operates. So whichever is the last vowel of the pratipadika or whatever you have, the dhatu, whatever is getting the mit agama. So there, after the ending vowel, you add the agama. So yadi ajanta shabdaha tarhi ante bhavati. Yadi halanta shabdaha tarhi antyad achah paraha. It follows the last vowel in the sthani. Acham madhye iti. Acham madhye yontyaha iti kimartham. Yattu prachoktam antyadachah paraha iti tanna. So the Prakriya Kaumudi gives the sutra as antyadachah paraha tasyaiva antyadachah paraha mit agamah syat. So mit agama will be added to an ending ach, that is an ach which is at the end. So if there is a vowel which is occurring at the end, we will have numagama. We will have mit agama. Sorry. So tanna. So that is obviously not possible. Why? Shemuchadinam ityadau antyasya achaha asambhavat. So it is I mean, in this at least you have ajantaha. For ajantasya num, there is an ajanta on which you can apply the rule. But if you interpret it that way, there are some rules where you cannot apply the myth at all. Why? She muchadinam ityasti. Much, etc. There are 8 dhatus. She pare, when they are followed by sha, which is the vikarana pratyaya, they are all dhatus which belong to the tudadi gana, shashta gana. So she pare muchadinam numagamah syad iti uchyate. So there is a numagama which is given for muchadayaha. Antyasya achaha asambhavat. All those, once you remove the anubandha, the dhatus are muchil, lupul, etc. But once you remove the anubandha, they are all halantas. Much, lupu, vid, lipu, swich, krit, khid, pish. These 8 are referred to as muchadayaha. Etesham she, shapratyaya pare, num iti agamaha vidhiyate. Achaha antyasya achaha asambhavat. Kutrapi ante ach swaraha na drishyate. Nowhere do we see an ach at the end. So you can, the sutra itself will be a waste if you interpret it as antyadachah paraha. That is why he says, acham madhye yaha antyaha. So among the vowels, that which is at the end. So there is a single vowel in all these. So that is the end. So tasmat paraha. That is why we have munchati. Much, madhye nakaraha agachati. Mu nuch, munchati. Lup, lu nup, lumpati. Vid, vi, n, d, vindati. Ataha, prachoktam antyadachah paraha iti, tanna, she muchadinam ityadau, antyasya achaha asambhavat. So that is one part. And acham madhye yontyaha tasmat paraha, tasyaiva antavayavah mitsyat. Ichyutyate tat kimartham. So it is also a part of that which is added to. Tasyaiva antavayavah. It becomes the ending part of whatever it is added to. So why? Tena trapuni ityadau angasya nantatvena dirghasiddhaha. Atra trayaha pakshaha bhashyakarena vicharyante. Antavayavaha, purvasya antavayavaha, parasya adyavayavaha, abhaktaha. Purvabhaktaha, parabhaktaha, abhaktaha. So one thing is the agama can be a part of the purva. Okay. It can be a part of the para, or it can stand in between without belonging to anything. Okay. It can be an independent entity in between. So there are 3 options. You add something A plus B, you add a C in between. So now, does the C belong to A, or does it belong to B, or does it not belong to either? It just stands independently as a question. So, the Siddhanta, as he puts is, tasyaiva antavayavaha, purvasya antavayavaha. It belongs to the end of the previous part. Okay, whatever it is added to. Tena trapuni ityadau angasya nantatvena dirghasiddhaha. Sarvanamasthane cha asambuddhau iti sutramasti. Nantasya upadhayaha dirghah syat asambuddhau sarvanamasthane pare. If there is a nakarantam angam, tasya upadhayaha dirghah syat. The upadha will get dirgha when followed by a sarvanamasthana. Asambuddhau sarvanamasthana. Trapu ityasmat jas pratyayah kriyate. Jasyaso shihi ityanena shi. Napumsakasya jhalataha ityanena numagamaha. Ajantatvat antyadataha nama ukarat paraha nakaragamaha kriyate. Trapu n I. Sata tasyaiva antavayavaha. It is treated as the end. So, trapun is now the anga. Initially we had trapu. Now that the nakara is added to this, it becomes the antavayava. And therefore it is an anga. Nantasya upadhayaha. So when the anga is nakaranta, the upadha will get dirgha by sarvanamasthane cha sambuddhau. Trapun I. Atkupvangnum vyavayepi ityanena natve trapuni iti rupam siddhyati. Paraditve sana siddhyet. Okay, so this is if it is the purvantatva, if it is a paraditva, if we say that the agama belongs to the para. Okay, as I said, there are 3 options. It belongs to the end of the purva, it belongs to the para, it is the beginning of the para, or it stands in between. So it says paraditve. If you are saying nakara belongs to the pratyaya, that is E, then anga will not be nakaranta. Right? trapu ni ityasti. Nakaraha agamaha kritaha antyadachah paraha. You have added it after this ukara, but now it belongs to the para. It belongs to the e, the pratyaya part. So trapu ni ityasti. Idanim angam na nakarantam. It is not nakaranta, and therefore we cannot have the dirgha by sarvanamasthane cha asambuddhau. Paraditve yadi midagamaha parasya adyavayavaha iti svikriyate tarhi atra dirgha na syat. Angasya nantatva bhavat dirgha na syat. Abhaktatve tu, on the other hand, okay, let us take it is abhakta, that is, it does not belong to either. It is an independent entity in between. Okay, tatha yadi uchyate. Abhaktatve tu vaham lihaha ityatra vahabhre lihaha iti khashi arurdvishad iti mumaha anuswaraha nasyat apadantatvat. So there is a thing he says. Vahabhre lihaha iti sutramasti. Vaha ityasmin athava abhra ityasmin upapade lih dhatoh khash pratyayah kriyate. So this is a kriyanta. So when for lih dhatu, okay, when the upapada, that is when the associated pada is vaha or abhra, we have the pratyaya called khash. Okay, khash iti krit pratyayah kriyate. Vahabhre lihaha ityanena vaha lih ityasti a iti pratyayah. So once we do that, there is upapada mating. We do an upapada samasa. So vaha liha ityasti. Tatra pratyayasya supodhatu pratipadikayoho. Sorry. It should be ngas liha, not Vaha ngas liha, and then you delete it by supodhatu pratipadikayoho. Vaha liha ityasti. Idani mum iti agamaha kriyate. So this is where we have a problem. Arur dvishat ajantasya mum. Ajantasya, if the anga is ajanta, khash pratyaye pare. So when it is followed by khash pratyayanta, we have the mum as the agama. Mum mit agamaha makaraha eva agamaha. It is a makara agama which is mit. Ajantasya vidhiyate. So where do we add it? Antyad achah paraha va ha. Akaradvayam asti. Tatra dvitiyad akarat paraha makaraha bhavati. Vaha mu liha. Okay. So now we are in the abhaktatva. That is the makara does not belong to either vaha or liha. Okay. It stands in between. Abhakta. Kasyapi bhagaha na ityarthaha. It is not a part of either vaha or liha. Okay. Now we need an anuswara here. Vaham lihaha ityatra anuswaraha ishyate. Anuswaraha kena sutrena monuswaraha. Padantasya makarasya halipare anuswara adeshaha vidhiyate. If there is a makara at the end of a word, we have anuswara for it when followed by a hal. Okay. Now, if this makara belongs to vaha, asya padatvam asti, tatra supratyayah asti, tasya lope api pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam ityanena pratyaya lakshanena subantatvam ataha padam. This is a pada. Vaha is a pada, liha is a pada. Liha here is not a pada, it is a kridanta. But vaha is anyway a pada. Padantatvat, if it belongs to vaha, then we can say padante makaraha tasya anuswaraha. If it says it does not belong to either, if it stands independently, padantatvam nasti ityataha makarasya anuswaradeshaha na bhavati. Abhaktatve tu vaham lihaha ityatra vahabhre lihaha iti khashi arurdvishat iti mumaha anuswaraha nasyat apadantatvat. Apadantatvat tena anuswaraha nasyat. Makaragamasya abhaktatve padantatvam na siddhyati. So that is why we cannot accept either that it is paradi. We cannot accept that it belongs to the para or that it stands independently. It will always be a part, the final part of that to which we have added the agama. Okay. Atam madhya yontyaha tasmat paraha tasyaiva antavayavaha. Tasya achaha eva antavayavaha mitsyat iti uchyate. Okay. So now there is a question. We started with Trapuni. He says, right, he said, तस्यैव अन्तावयवः तस्मात् त्रपूणि इत्यत्र दीर्घः न भवति परादित्वे स न सिद्धेत् if it is paradi we cannot have trapuni because the ni belongs to the para angasya nantatva दीर्घः न स्यात् इति उक्तम्. So now abhaktatve he brings a new udaharana. He does not say trapuni iti na siddhyati. He brings a new example to say vaham lihaha ityatra anuswanah na siddhyati. So why don't we say abhaktatve trapuni ityetat na siddhyati, right? So trapuni nantasya upadhayaha, only when the anga is nakaranta we have upadha dirgha. If the nakaragama does not belong to the purva, it will still not be nakaranta, right? So tadeva udaharanam kimartham nadattam, kimartham nutanam udaharanam. यत्तु अभक्तत्वे त्रपूणि इति दीर्घो न स्याद् इति तत्तु तदादिग्रहणं स्याद् इनुमर्थम् इति अंगसंज्ञासूत्रस्थ वार्तिकेनैव दूषितप्रायम्. So there are some others who put forth this argument, the same thing, saying abhaktatve trapuni ityatra dīrghah na syat. I do not know whose words he is referring to here. I could not find it out, but he is referring to some people who say abhaktatve trapuni iti dīrghah na syat. If it does not belong to trapu, okay, so if it does not belong to the purva, anta, if it is not an antavayava, दीर्घः न स्यात् नकारान्तत्वं भावात् नान्तस्य उपधायाः इति दीर्घः न भवति इति उच्यते तत् न. यत्तु अभक्तत्वे त्रपूणि इति दीर्घः न स्यादिति तत्तु तदादिग्रहणं स्याद् इनुमर्थम् इति अंगसंज्ञासूत्रस्थ वार्तिकेनैव दूषितप्रायम्. So that is wrong. Why? There is the angasamnya, right? यस्मात् प्रत्यय विधिस् तदादि प्रत्यये अंगम. अंगम नाम किम्? Yasmat pratyaya vidhi. So that to which you add a pratyaya, tadadi pratyaye angam. So there is this rule. So beginning with that, whatever is till that pratyaya, it is treated as the anga. Okay. Tadadi grahanasya prayojanam. So there the Vartikakara is discussing why should we include that tadadi. Yasmat pratyaya vidhihi tat pratyaya angam. So that on which you add a pratyaya will be called anga. That much is enough. Why say tadadi? Okay. So there is a typing error there. Yasmat pratyaya vidhis tadadi pratyaya angam. Tadadi grahanam kimartham. So anything that begins with that. Why this is? Say for example you have bhu. Bhu dhatoho ti pratyaya kriyate. So madhye a iti vikarana pratyaya kriyate. Okay. Now which is the anga? Is it only bhu? The pratyaya, the ti pratyaya is added on bhu, right? Bhu iti dhatoho eva ti pratyaya kriyate. Anantaram madhye vikarana pratyaya api kriyate. Now we have, say for example, bhu or patha. Okay. Pathu ti ityasti. Madhye vikarana kriyate. Pathu a ti. Now which is the anga? Is it only pathu or is it patha which is the anga? Is a question. Right? Yasmat pratyaya vidhihi tatu pratyaya angam. If you say it like that, that on which we add a pratyaya will be the anga, then only pathu will be the anga. The akara of shap will not be treated as an anga. So the sutra says, Yasmat pratyaya vidhihi tadadi. Tadadi shabda swarupam tasmin pratyaye pare anga samyam syat. Iti sutrarthaha. So starting with that, whatever comes in between will also be included under the anga. Yasmat pratyaya kriyate. Pathu ityasmat pratyaya kriyate. Tadadi shabda swarupam. So everything that starts with pathu, that is including the vikarana, that is patha, till the pratyaya, whatever is there in between, will be treated as the anga. That is why the sutra is phrased that way. Yasmat pratyaya vidhihi tadadi pratyayangam. So there, tadadigrahanasya prayojanam kathayata vartikakarena. Vartikakara goes on listing different examples where that tadadi is useful. That is, something comes in between and the anga will include all that. So, ange numahagrahanam tadadigrahanasya prayojanam. So he says, I numartham, tadadigrahanam, I numartham. I refers to I, it agama, and num is the num agama. So even though you treat num as a separate entity, it will still be a part of the anga. because of this Vartika. Just like you have Pathu, A. Pathu is the Dhatu, A is the Vikarana Pratyaya. We do not say it is a part of the Dhatu, but it is still considered under the Anga because of the Tadadi Grahana. Yasmat Pratyaya Vidhis Tadadi Pratyayengam. Similarly here, Trapu iti Pratipadikam, Tataha Num iti Agamaha. Even though Num stands separately from Trapu, it will still be a part of the Anga because of the Tadadi. Tadadi Grahanena, Angatvam tu Siddhyatteva. So even if you say it is Abhakta, that is independent, even then, Nantasya Upadhayaha Dirghaha Syad Ityanena Upadha Dirghaha Siddhyati. Okay. So whether you treat it as the Antavayava or treat it as Abhakta, Trapuni Ityatra Dirghaha Siddhyati. Paraditve tu na Siddhyati. If you treat it as a part of the Para, Pratyasya Adihi Ityukte, Angasya Bhagaha na. It belongs to the Pratyaya and not the Anga, and therefore we cannot have the Dirgha. But whether it is Antavayava or Abhakta, we can still have Trapuni Dirgha. So that is why for Abhakta he brings in a different problem. Okay. Abhaktatve vaham lihaha ityatra anusvaraha na siddhyati ityeva doshaha natu Trapuni ityatra dirghaha na syaditi. Yattu Abhaktatve Trapuni iti dirgho na syaditi tattu tadadi grahanam syad inumartham iti Angasamnya sutrastham artikena iva dushita prayam. So, Anavayava Pakshepi Numisati Angasamnya Siddhyati. No. The okay, that is the question. So, the conclusion is it can be Purvanta or Abhakta, but not Adi of Para. No. For Trapuni, you can either make it as Purvanta or Abhakta. But if you make it Abhakta, Vaham Lihaha, we cannot have it. Okay? We cannot derive Vaham Lihaha. Makarasya Anusvaraha na bhavati. So the conclusion is it is Antavayava. But the reason why you say Antavayava is different. Okay? So Antavayavaha iti vaktum Paradipakshepi doshaha pradarshaniyaha Abhaktatva pakshepi doshaha pradarshaniyaha. There are three possibilities. To conclude that it is Purvanta and not Abhakta or Paradi, we have to show something wrong, some dosha in both of those. Okay. So Paradipakshe doshaha Trapuni iti na siddhyati. Paradipakshe siddhyati iti doshaha. Abhaktatva pakshe tu vaham lihaha ityatra siddhyati. Pakshadvayam api doshagrastameva. Ataha parantaha eva. Purvantaha eva. Tasyeva antavayavaha ityeva siddhantaha. Karanam tu Paradipakshe bhinnaha doshaha. Abhaktatva pakshe bhinnaha doshaha. Is that okay? Any questions with Midachontyatparaha? The next paribhasha which he takes up for discussion in the Manorama is Shashti Sthane Yoga. Anirdharita Sambandha Vishesha Shashti Sthane Yoga Bodhya Ityuktam. Sthane Yoga Ityukte Kim? What is that Sthane Yoga? Sthane Yogeti Sthanena Yogaha Asyaha iti Vigraha. So the Vigraha in Sthane Yoga is Sthanena Yogaha Asyaha. Yogaha nama Sambandhaha. Sthanena nama Sthana Nirupita Sambandhaha. So the meaning of Shashti, if Anirdharita Sambandha Vishesha Shashti, if no other Sambandha has been decided, so the Shashti will indicate the Sthana Sambandha. That is the Nivartya Nivartaka Bhava. One is being replaced by the other. So such Sambandha is indicated by Shashti Vibhakti. Nipatana Detvam. If you make a samasa like Sthanena Yogaha, samasastu Sthana Yogaha ityeva syat. Right? Ashvena Kritaha, Ashvakritaha iti yatha, tatha Sthanena Yogaha, Sthana Yogaha iti bhavet. Sthane Yogaha iti kimartham? Nipatana Detvam. So ekara there is Nipatana. Nipatana Siddha Prakriyasya Nirdeshaha. So there is no rule which can give an ekara there. It is not Saptami. What he is saying is it is not Saptami. Sthane Yoga na. Sthana Yoga ityeva padam. Sthanena Yogaha asyaha iti vigrahe. Sthana Yoga iti sthite. Nipatanat etvam. So because he has used it like that, we directly take the word as it is. but the vigraha is sthanena yogah asyaha. Arthat sthana nirupita sambandham vadati shashti vibhakti. Dyotayati shashti vibhakti. It will indicate a sthana nirupita sambandha. Okay, so that's all he says about shashti sthane yoga. There is not much. Yatraneka vidham antaryam tatra sthanatah antaryam baliyaha. So if quickly read the shashti sthane yoga. Sthane antaratamaha. Prasange sati sadrishatamaha adeshah syat. So if whenever you are replacing something with an adesha, we take one that is the closest. Okay? So immediately after that he mentions the paribhasha. Yatraneka vidham antaryam tatra sthanatah antaryam baliyaha. Yatra aneka vidham antaryam. Aneka vidham iti. So what are the different kinds of antarya? Kaumudi does not give it. He says sthana artha guna pramana kritam ityarthaha. Aneka vidham nama chaturvidham antaryam sambhavati. So there is the possibility of 4 kinds of antarya. Sthana artha guna pramana kritam. Sthana kritam. So sthana here refers to the utpatti sthana. Right? So utpatti sthane antaryam. Iko enachi ityuchyate. Ikah sthane yen syat. Ikarasya sthane kah syat. Okay? Talu sthana samyat yakaraha. We choose yakara as the adesha for e because of talu sthana samya. Ikarasya sthanam talu, yakarasyapi talu. So that is sthana kritam antaryam. Artha kritam. So depending on the meaning of the word, we have say paddan nomas, hrin nishasan yoshan doshan yakan chakan udan asan chas prabhatishu. Okay. So he just gives the adesha. It is just a list of adeshas. Shas prabhatishu. He does not mention the sthani at all. Kasya adeshaha ityeva nochyate. Tatra artha sadrishyat kriyate. So depending on the meaning, we take the sthani, the right sthani. Gunaha. Guna here refers to the bahya prayatnas. Okay. Vivara, samvara, shvasa, nada, etc. So tatra antaryad kriyate. Yatha purva savarnaha. Tat tad hitam ityasti. Jhayo honyatarasya ityanena jhayah parasya hasya purva savarnaha kriyate. So when preceded by a jhai letter, the hakara will be replaced by a savarna of the purva. So dakara, the savarnas of dakara are 5. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Sarvesham samanam sthanam samanah prayatnah savarnyam asti. So tatra kaha bhavet. Which of these 5 should we take as the adesha for hakara? Hakarasya bahya prayatnah samvaraha nadaha ghoshaha. Okay, that is 1. And so samvara nada ghosha we have for the, dha, na. Okay. So khayam yamah khayah kahpau visargashara evacha ete shvasanupradana. The khai letters are always vivana shvasa aghosha. Okay. For the hash it is samvara nada ghosha. Hakaraha hashvarnaha. Ataha samvaraha nadaha ghoshaha prayatnaha. Tatra the, dha, na. So there are 3 which resemble it in that. And then again hakara is the mahaprana. So among the, dha, na, we have only dhakara as the mahaprana. Ataha antaratamyan. Gunataha antaratamyat. Because it is the closest in guna, we do dhakara as the adesha. Tad hitam, tad hitam. Okay. Then we cannot decide by sthana because ta, tha, da, dha, na all have the same sthana. Ataha sthanatah sadrishyena निर्णयः कर्तुं न शक्यते. गुणतः सादृश्यम् अर्थतः सादृश्यम् अपि नास्ति because it is a letter. There is no artha sadrishya. It is guna sadrishya. And then there is pramanatah sadrishyam. Pramana is the measure of length. Say hrasva dirgha pluta. Adasoser dadudomaha ityuchyate. Dakarat parasya ukaradeshah. So if it is a dirgha, adau ityatra dirghasya yadi adeshah tarhi dirghaha ukaraha kriyate. Amu iti. Yadi adam iti hrasva akarasya adeshah tada hrasva ukaraha amum. So there we use pramanataha antaryam. An antarya due to pramana, that is the measure. So these are the 4 kinds of antarya which are possible. Sthanakrita, Arthakrita, Gunakrita, Pramanakrita. Yatra aneka vidham antaryam. So in cases where more than one of these will apply. Okay, the cases which we saw now are where only one particular sadrishya can be applied. So if there is a case where more than one of these can be applied, tatra sthanataha antaryam baliyaha. So sthana sadrishya is the strongest. Tena chetastota ityatra pramanataha antaryaman ikaraha na iti bhavaha. Pramanatah antaryavan akaraha na iti bhavaha. That is a typing error. So chi dhatohu trich pratyayah kriyate. Sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoho ityanena gunaha karaniyah. We have to apply guna by sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoho. Gunaha namakaha akara ekara okaraha. So a, o, these 3 are called guna. So which one should we replace with? Chi ityatra ikaraha, igantasya angasya gunaha. So the ikara is what is being replaced by guna. Kaha bhavet, akaraha va, ekaraha va, okaro va, iti prashne. Sthanina ikarena, hrasva pramana sadrishyad akaraha. Okay. So akara is similar to it in pramana, because I is also hrasva and a is also hrasva. Talu sthana sadrishyad ekaraha. Okay, please forgive me, there are quite a few typing errors in this file. I'll correct it and then upload. Talu sthana sadrishyad ekaraha. So because I is talu, ichu yashanam talu, ekarasya kantha talu. Okay, so there is some similarity in talu sthana. So talu sthana sadrishyad ekarasya gunatvena prapnoti. So should we do akara because of pramana sadrishya, or should we do ekara because of sthana sadrishya is the question. Yatra aneka vidham antaryam, tatra sthanataha antaryam baliyaha. So always sthana sadrishya is the strongest. Therefore we apply ekara and not akara. Pramana sadrishya satyapi ekara eva adeshah kriyate. Cheta, stota, stu ityasya gune krite stota. Okay. Any questions? तस्मिन् इति निर्दिष्टे पूर्वस्य इति अग्रिमा परिभाषा. कः अर्थः? Somebody remember the sutrartha of tasmin iti nirdishte purvasya. Whenever we have the 7th case, then the karya should be before it. Okay. Right. So that is what it says in karya happens before the saptami nirdishta. Saptami nirdeshena vidhiyamanam karyam varnantarena avyavahitasya purvasya bodhyam iti sutrarthah. Saptami nirdeshena tasmin ityukte saptami nirdeshah tena vidhiyamanam karyam varnantarena avyavahitasya purvasya. So the karya will be for the one which immediately precedes it. Avyavahitasya purvasya. Now the sutra does not say that avyavahita. How do we get it? And sutra does not also say saptami. It says tasmin. So why don't we interpret it to say wherever the sutra has the word tasmin, then purvasya. So he says tasmin iti saptamyantanam anukaranam. So tasmin is a word which is an anukarana for all saptamyantas. So tasmin means where there is saptami nirdesha, where a sutra includes a word in saptami. Iti nirdishte. So nishabdaha nairantaryaparaha dishihi ucharana kriyaha. So where the ucharana is nirantara. So that is how we get the avyavahita. Achi yan. Iko yanachi ityasti. Achi yan ityachate. Vyavahite avyavahite cha praptam. Avyavahite eveti. So now when you say achi en, it means that when this ik is close to that ach, you have yan. Ajupashlishte. So the adhikarana here is upashleshika, which means close to. Okay. So when there is a ik which is close to ach, you have yan. So vyavahite avyavahite cha. So whether the ik and yan are separated by something or not, cha praptam. Vyavahite avyavahite cha praptam avyavahite eva. So this rule, tasminite nirdishte purvasya says nirdishta, because it says nirdishta. It means avyavahite eva. So there is the yanadesha will happen only for that ik, which is not separated from the ach by anything else. That is, the ik and ach are next to each other without anything in between. Vyavahite avyavahite cha praptam avyavahite eva iti purvasya cha parasya cha praptam purvasya iva iti cha niyamyate. So there are two kinds of niyama. Aniyame niyamakarini paribhasha. A paribhasha is that which establishes a rule where there is none. So now when you just say achi yan, so if there is just an ach and a ik, you can have yan. Okay, so there is nothing which prevents ik which follows the ach from getting an yanadesha. Okay, if you just say achi yan, so whether the ik is before it or after it, we can have yanadesha. Whether it is immediately before or separated by a few letters, you can still have yan, because there is still closeness. Okay. So vyavahite avyavahite cha praptam purvasya parasya cha praptam. So in both cases, this rule, tasminite nirdishte purvasya, establishes a rule. Vyavahite avyavahite cha praptam avyavahite eva iti niyamyate. So it says that a ik will be replaced by yan only if it is avyavahita with the ach, which is immediately next to or before the ach. So purvasya parasya cha praptam. Now we can have yan if the ik is immediately before the ach or after the ach. Purvasya parasya cha praptam purvasya iva. So the yanadesha is only for that which immediately precedes the ach. Only for that ik which immediately precedes the ach. Ikaha achi nama adavyavahita purvasya ikaha yanadeshaha. Purvasya iveti cha niyamyate. Saptami nirdeshena vidhiyamanam karyam varnantarena avyavahitasya purvasya bodhyam. So see, the achi yan ityukte vyavahite adavyavahite purvasya ikaha yanaha. That is what he should say. When immediately followed by the ach, an ik which precedes will get avyavahite, when it is directly associated with the ach, the preceding ik will get yan. Okay, if you look at here, avyavahite purvasya, avyavahitasya purvasya iti nasti. Okay, achi yan ityukte vyavahite avyavahite cha praptam avyavahite eva. Achi avyavahite purvasya ikaha yan. That is how exactly we interpret it. Okay, avyavahite purvasya, when the word which is told in saptami is avyavahita. Avyavahite purvasya yan. Avyavahitasya iti tu phalitartha katanam. So here he says avyavahitasya purvasya. So which is the same. Okay, whether you are saying that the purva is avyavahita to the para or the para is anvahita purva. I mean, when you are saying you have ik and ach. So whether you say achi avyavahite purvasya ikaha or avyavahitasya ikaha, it means the same because they are both together. Okay. Whether you are saying ach is immediately next to ik or you are saying ik is immediately before ach, it is both the same. A is next before B and B is after A. Okay. So both of them are the same. That is why he has done a slight modification in the vibhakti. Okay. The vivarana he gives here is achiyan nityukte avyavahite eva. Arthat achi avyavahite purvasya ikaha yan. Okay. There are two vibhaktis which you are hearing here. Achi avyavahite purvasya ikaha yan. But in the Sutrartha he says avyavahitasya purvasya yan. Directly he says avyavahitasya purvasya. So he says it does not make a difference. Phalitartha katanam. Because the phalitartha, the final resultant is the same. Whether you are saying achi avyavahite ikaha yan or avyavahitasya ikaha yan. Adavyavahitasya ikaha yan. It is both the same. That is why the Sutrartha is written as Saptami nirdeshena vidhiyamanam karyam varnantarena avyavahitasya purvasya bodhyam. It's a very, very subtle difference, but that is the Shastra, where even a subtle difference might make a difference. So he says, in this case, there is no difference. Whether you use Saptami on Avyavahite or Shashti, Avyavahitasya Purvasya, it does not make a difference. The next paribhasha he takes up is Adeh Parasya. Alontyasya Nitya Adeh Parasya Anekalshit Sarvasya. So there are 4 paribhashas which deal with the Adesha. Where should an Adesha occur? Alontyasya Shashti Nirdishtasya Antyasya Alaha Adeshaha. By default, an Adesha is for the ending letter. Antyasya Alaha, the last letter. Nitya, and if an Adesha is Nit, then also it is for the last letter. Then he says, Adehe Parasya. Parasya Yad Vihitam. If there is something, some karya which is told for the para, Tatu Tasya Adehe Bodhyam. Then it will not be for the ending letter, but it will be for the beginning. Say, Udaha Sthastambhoho. Udah Parayoho Sthastambhoho. Purva Savarnaha. So, when Stha and Stambha are preceded by Ud, there is Purva Savarna. So, should it be for the final letter or the beginning letter? Parasya Yad Vihitam. Since Udah Parayoho Stha Stambhoho Adesha Vihidhiyate, Tattasya Adehe. So, the beginning, that is the Sakara of Stha and Stambha, will be replaced by Purva Savarna. Parasya Yad Vihitam Tattasya Adehe Bodhyam. Parasya Yat iti. Now there is a question which he arises here, which is also dealt in other granthas. So there are 2 sutras here. Tasmadityuttarasya Adeh Parasya. Tasmadityuttarasya states, Panchami Nirdeshena Vidhiyamanam Karyam Varnantarena Avyavahitasya Parasya Jnayam. If there is a Panchami, then the karya will be for the para. Now Adeh Parasya states, the karya for the para will always be for the adi. Right? So Tasmadityuttarasya states, if there is Panchami Nirdesha, the karya is for the para. And Adeh Parasya states, if the karya is for the para, it is for the adi. So why not combine those two and say, Tasmadityuttarasya Adehe. Tasmaditi. So wherever there is Panchami Nirdesha, Uttarasya Adehe. The karya will be for the beginning of the Uttara, of the para. So why don't you combine it to a single sutra? Why make a separate sutra as Adeh Parasya? It gives the same sense, right? Tasmaditi Uttarasya Adehe. So it is for the para and for the beginning of the para. So kimartham tatha ekameva sutram na kriyate. Tasmadityuttarasya Adehe iti tu na sutritam. So he has not done that. Why? Adehe ityamshasya sarvadesha badhakatva pattehe. Now the sutra as we have here is Alontyasya, Nitya, Adeh Parasya and Anekalshit Sarvasya. Okay, immediately after this we have 1155 which is Anekalshit Sarvasya. So if there is a Vipratishedha, say if Adesha happens to be Shit and it is for the para. Okay, Shit Adeshaha Parasya Vidhiyate. Now, should we do Adeh Parasya or should we do Anekalshit Sarvasya? Is the question. Tada Paratvat Anekalshit Sarvasya ityanena Sarvadeshaha eva kriyate. Iti Siddhantaha. So in the Siddhanta, because it is para, if the Shit Adesha is for the para, since it is the para sutra, when I say para, it means Vipratishedhe param karyam iti sutrena. Yadi parasya Shit Adeshaha vidhiyate, tarhi Adehe na bhavati, kintu Sarvadesha eva bhavati. Which means Anekalshit Sarvasya will overrule Adeh Parasya. Now, if we made it a single rule as Tasmadityuttarasya Adehe, this is 1167. Now, this will overrule Anekalshit Sarvasya. Vipratishedhe param karyam ityataha Tasmadityuttarasya Adehe iti Anekalshit Sarvasya ityasya badhakam. So, in that case, even if it is a Shit Adesha, Tasmadityuttarasya Adehe ityanena Adehe eva Adeshaha syat natu Sarvasya. So, if this Adehe is not given here as a separate sutra, Adeh Parasya iti sutram na kriyate. Sakshat Tasmadityuttarasya Adehe iti uchyate. Tada Adehe ityamshasya. The Adehe will Sarvadesha Badhakatva Pattehe will overrule Sarvadesha, and it will give an Adesha only for the Adi, which is not decided. That is why Tasmadityuttarasya Adehe iti tu na sutritam Aderityamshasya Sarvadesha Badhakatva Pattehe. Siddhante to, in Siddhanta, that is in the Sutra Krama as it is, Paratvat Sarvadeshatvam Badhakam. So because Anekanshit Sarvasya is after Adeh Parasya, Sarvadesha will overrule Adyadesha for the Para. Badhakam iti anupadameva vakshyati. He is told that immediately later. So Anekalshit Sarvasya iti Agrima Sutram. Shita Udaharanam idama ish. So Anekal Shit Sarvasya. Anekal, an Adesha which has more than one letter. Anekam al. Al is any letter from a to l. So Anekal Shit. And if the Adesha has Shakara as it, Anekal Shit Sarvasya, it will be a Sarvadesha. So what is the example for Shit? Is the question. So Shita Udaharanam idama ish. Shitaha Udaharanam idama ish. Itaha. Idam ityasmat panchamyas tasil ityanena tadhitaha tasil pratyaya kriyate. Okay. So on idam, which is panchamyanta, that is why we have the ngasi. So on panchamyanta of idam, we have pas as a pratyaya. Subodhatu pratipadikayoho ityanena ngasi pratyayasya lopaha. Since tadhita is a pratipadika by krithati samasashcha, we have the deletion of that ngasi. You have idam pas. Now idama ish ityanena ish iti adeshaha kriyate. Ikaraha adeshaha shitvat sarvadeshaha. Since it is shit, it replaces the entire idam. It becomes I tas rutve visarge itaha iti rupam. So this is an example of sarvadesha due to shit. Okay. Yattu vrittikrata jasyaso shihi iti udahratam tat na. Now some vrittis give jasyasohu shihi as an example for Anekalshit Sarvasya. Right? You have jas. Okay. Jasyasohu shihi. Napumsake jas shas ityadayohu shi iti adeshaha kriyate. So jas has us. So the entire us is replaced by she. Okay. So for that, they use Anekalshit Sarvasya. Because she, Shakaraha itsamyakaha, Shitvan Sarvadeshaha iti uchyate, tat na. This is, that is not the right example for shit. Yattu vrittikrata jasyaso shihi iti udahratam, tat na. Sarvadeshatayaha prak shitvasya iva alabhat. So what he says, lashakva tadhite, shi ityatra katham shakarasya itsamya, lashakva tadhite, pratyasya adayaha la sha kavargaha. So if there is la, sha or kavarga at the beginning of a pratyaya, it becomes it. That is what lashakva tadhite states. Now, what are we doing here? Jas, right? You have something and jas. Jasah sthane, say for example, phala jas ityasti. Jasah sthane shi iti adeshah karaniyaha. Now, she is not a pratyaya by itself. Shi ityasya pratyayatvam nasti. Yada jasah sthane shi iti adeshah kriyate, tatah sthanivad bhavena, sthanivad adesho nalvidhau ityanena, sthani dharmaha arthat pratyayatvam shi ityatra aropyate, tatah lashakva tadhite ityanena itsamya. Once she replaces jas, only then it will be treated as a pratyaya, because it is a replacement. Adeshaha sthanivat syad ityanena pratyayatvam bhavati, tatah lashakva tadhite ityanena shakarasya itsamya. Okay. But when you are doing the adesha, before you replace jas with she, it is not a pratyaya. Pratyaya is that which is given under the adhikara. Pratyayaha parascha. The adhikara stands at the beginning of the third chapter, 3-1-1, till the end of the fifth chapter. All of those are pratyayas. She is given in the 7th chapter. It is not a pratyaya by itself. Only after it replaces jas, it becomes a pratyaya by sthanivad bhava, and then you can take shakara as it, and then you remove the shakara. So when you are doing the adesha, it is not shit. Because it is not a pratyaya, you cannot remove shakara and it is not an it. So how do you say shitvat sarvadeshaha? In the previous case, if you look at the example that he has given, idama ish, atra halantyam ityanena shakarasya itsamya. Okay, it does not, ish is not a pratyaya, it does not require it to be a pratyaya at all. Halantyam, upadeshe antyam hal. Upadeshe antyayaha hal saha itsamyakaha. So shakara is it and this becomes shit immediately as soon as there is upadesha. As soon as Panini says idama ish, the shakara will get itsamya and is deleted. So now this is shit. When you are replacing it, you do it as a sarvadesha because it is shit. That is fine. But in case of jasyaso shihi, when you are replacing, she is not yet a pratyaya. Pratyaya nasti ataha shit api bhavitum narhati. It is not shit because it is not yet a pratyaya. So at this stage, adeshakarana velayam shitvam nasti. Ataha shitvat sarvadeshaha iti vaktum na shakyate. So yattu vrittikata jasyasoshi iti udahratam tatu na sarvadeshatayaha prak shitvasya eva alabhat. Since it is not shit, we cannot say that. Then how do we do a sarvadesha? We do require she to be a sarvadesha. She ityasya sarvadeshatvam ishyate. Kintu yadi shitvam nasti, tarhi sarvadeshatvam katham? Tatra hi danaloho eva anupurvyat anekaltvenaiva sarvadeshatvam iti siddhantaha. So there he says anekaltvat sarvadeshaha. She has two letters, sh and e. It is anekal. Because it is anekal, it will be a sarvadesha. Jas ityasya sarvadeshatvena she iti kriyate. Adeshe krute pratyayatvat shakarasya itsamya bhavati. So that is the siddhanta. Danaloho iva. He shows a similar example. Lutah prathamasya darau rasaha ityuchyate. Lut. In lut, the prathama purusha. That is tipta chi is replaced by darau ras. Okay. So now how is that da a sarvadesha is a question. Because if dakara is removed by it. Okay. Da iti pratyaha tatra dakarasya chutu ityanena itsamya. If you remove the it will be only akara. It is not anekal. But the akara will be removed only after it becomes a pratyaya. It's a very similar case. Pratyayasya sthane adeshaha. Adesha karana samaye itsamya nasti. The itsamya will apply only after we do the adesha. So when we are doing the adesha, there are two letters, d and a. Therefore, it is a sarvadesha. Anekaltvat sarvadeshaha. Okay. Similarly, there is null in lit lakara. Okay. Parasmai padanam null atus us ityadina. Ti pratyasya null iti adeshaha kriyate. Again there, it is anekal when we do the pratyaya. So when we do the adesha. Adeshe krite pratyasya aditvat nakarasya itsamya bhavati lopaha. Okay. So similarly here, jasyaso shihi ityatra anekaltvat sarvadeshaha natu shitvat. So sarvadesha is because it is anekal. When it is given as an adesha, it is anekal. There is sh and e. After we replace, it becomes shit. So the example for shit, shitvat sarvadeshasya udaharanam, idama ish iti natu jasyaso shihi. Yattu vrittikata jasyaso shihi iti udahratam, tat na sarvadeshatayaha prak shitvasya iva alabhat. Tatra hi danaloho iva anupurvyat anekaltvena iva sarvadeshatvam iti siddhantaha. Any questions? Ashtabhya aush ityadau adeh parasya ityetadapi paratvad anena badhyate. The same thing which he says, if there is a conflict, should it be for the adi of the para or should it be sarvadesha is a question. Paratvat. So ashtabhya aush ityadau. This is actually from the Kaumudi. Okay, he says, adeh parasya ityetadapi paratvad anena badhyate. So it will be a sarvadesha and not the for the adi. Okay. So aush. So aush is shit. So should it be for the adi or should it be sarvadesha? It will be a sarvadesha for jas. Because anekal shit sarvasya overrules adeh parasya. Ityadau iti. Ityadau ityanena kim आदिशब्देन अतोभिस ऐस् इति गृह्यते. अतोभिस ऐस्. Okay. So there is, you have Rama bhis. Akarantat, hasvakarantat parasya bhisah ais iti adeshah. So should ais replace the beginning of bhis? Adeh parasya ityanena adehe adesho va anekaltvat sarvadesho va iti prashne sarvadeshe eva bhavati. Because anekalchit sarvasya is after adeh parasya, it will overrule adeh parasya. So paratvat iti, because it is para. Adeh parasya is 1144. I'm sorry. It is 54. Sorry, it is not 45. It is 54. 1154 is adeh parasya. 1155 is anekanshit sarvasya. Atayeva adeh parasya iti prithak kriyate ityuktam. So that is why he said you cannot club it as tasmadityuttarasya adehe. Iti ekam sutram na kriyate adeh parasya iti prithak sutram etadartham. Because the adehe will be overruled by anekalshit sarvasya paratvat. Atayeva adeh parasya iti prithak kriyate ityuktam. Uttarasya ityamshastu aush aisorapi pravartata eva. Now tasmadityuttarasya will still apply here. Atobhisa ais ityukte akarantat parasya bhisah ais. Okay. So only the adi part will be overruled by anekalshit sarvasya. Tasmadityuttarasya tu sarvatra pravartate. Okay. So tasmadityuttarasya will still apply. So ade uttarasya iti amshaha. So there are two parts there. Wherever you say parasya tasmat iti uttarasya adehe iti amshadvayam asti. Panchami nirdeshena vidhiyamanam parasya bhavati. Parasya vidhiyamanam adehe bhavati. So the adi part of it, that is adeh parasya, is overruled by anekalshit sarvasya, not tasmadityuttarasya. Tasmadityuttarasya iti tu pravartata eva. So hasvakarantat angat parasya bhisah aisadeshah syat. Ashtabhyah parasya jasah aushadeshah syat. Uttarasya iti amshastu aush aisorapi pravartata eva. That is why you cannot club those two sutras. Tasmadityuttarasya adehe iti melaitum na shakyate. Yattu pracha. So by Ramachandra Dikshita, that is in the Prakriya Kaumudi, adehe iti sutram vivrunnvata. So when explaining adeh parasya, panchami nirdeshena ityadi uktam. So he says, panchami nirdeshena vidhiyamanam karyam uttarasya adehe bhavati. So he has clubbed the two paribhashas here. Adeh parasya ityatra. Panchami nirdeshena vidhiyamanam karyam parasya ader bhavati iti uchyate. Tata asambadham. So obviously that is not correct, because there are two independent paribhashas. Tasmadityuttarasya is a separate paribhasha. Adeh parasya is a separate paribhasha. Because only adeh parasya is overruled by anekalshit sarvasya, and tasmadityuttarasya is separate. So clubbing those two together is not correct. Tad asambadham iti spashtameva.